All right, look. So what we did was a no on my part. I apologize. UMG, I apologize. UMG, I apologize. All right. But we did say that the songs, the music on here, if you guys took the time to listen, we did say that the music doesn't. We don't own the copyrights to the music or the extra content, and it's just for entertainment purposes only. So, having said that, Maurice, let me throw the intro on one more time. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Hey,
Hi.
question.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you do that video?
Which video?
The single video.
Which
What
one?
felt what the second one?
The little dude?
Yeah. The one you got we got kicked off for.
No, I did it.
That's cool.
Yeah. You know, we learn. Everybody say what's up to Samantha J.
Hey, how are
Hey
you?
Sam, what's going on?
How y'all doing today?
Yeah,
We were cracking jokes.
We were talking about relationships, and I played a couple of videos. I probably shouldn't have.
Uh-huh.
So they saw me. So UMG, I am so sorry that you guys had to do that. I understand, and Facebook as well. So you know, we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn our lessons. All right. Don't come at me later on and give me an email and say, "Hey, Greg, you owe us $10,000 for." You know, whatever. What'd you say, Samantha?
Did I miss something? I'm trying to figure out what
Well,
I missed.
you played
You said you
two
apologize.
videos.
What are you apologizing for?
Hmm?
I missed something, obviously.
He played two videos.
Okay, because did we start already? It's
We
7.
started at 7 o'clock.
I thought so. So okay.
I played a couple of videos that we got. They knocked the show off because it was copyright or content restrictive.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's all good. I
Kicked
mean,
it to the curb.
I'm cool with that. I mean, I ain't cool with it, but you know,
It
tis
is what it is, right?
you know, I gotta you know, accept the consequences of my actions. I'm cool with that. They did their thing. Shout out to UMG and all the rest of them.
The one that I thought was gonna be in trouble was a cameo one.
That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I was all ready for that one, but they didn't. They ain't stopped that one. They was
They didn't do nothing with that one. You know, single life.
Yeah, they ain't say nothing about that one, but hey, okay.
And then the other one though, woo, they put it on there. They just thought that was quick. We started talking, and then it was like poof, it's gone.
I get a text from Marcella and a couple of other people that were watching the show, and they said you ain't on no more. They cut you off. So,
Chris,
what's up, Chris?
Well, man.
What up, man? See, that's
Hey, Chris.
hey. See, when you single, you be trying to push the line. You doing that, man? Yeah, man. You gotta have somebody with you.
So this
keep you in line, bro.
This is what they said. They said your video was blocked because it makes.
Oh, they said blocked. They didn't say muted. They said blocked.
They took it
They
off.
killed the whole show.
This is another.
What was you playing?
You want to see?
Oh.
Okay, you know UMG is the team.
It felt like you was playing cameo. Single life.
They didn't say nothing about you. That's not UMG though. So
Universal Music Group cameo is Universal Music Group.
Was it Universal Music? I thought it was the you know what?
Universal Music Group is UMG.
He's right, but I only played 32 seconds of it.
Yeah, that's too much. You only can play less than 15 seconds.
I was going to say 16 or 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Man, but I did, but I did,
get by with it.
huh?
Huh?
I
You
did
only
say-
can play less than 15 seconds to get by with it.
okay, well, I played 15 extra. I did say though, I did say in the content, I said the music that's played on this show is not the property of
You gotta type
DopelivenTV.
it.
Huh?
You gotta type it.
Yeah, I see now. You're right. UMG is Universal Music. I thought it was the Family Matters, but the Family Matters was the more effective one anyway. I might play
Right.
that.
That one was like this dude. I was thinking. I said, the only difference is I had 2 kids. I was a single dad. So
And the title of the video was "When You're Happy Being Single."
So what you only thing you gotta start doing is in the titles when you make the titles at the beginning or at the end, just put out on the rights to the music that we're gonna play on here. She'll get by with it.
Dang, that's a lot, dude.
I know it is.
That's a lot.
go to YouTube and copy and paste somebody else's statement. Shit.
Or we can say forget it and just start our own and have people come to us.
Exactly. Which is
It ain't nothing to put the mics in to play everything.
which is one of the things that I said maybe I should do that. Now that I know all of the ones, because I spent a lot of them that have blocked me. So now that I know all the ones that have blocked me, maybe I should just write them and say, hey, what's up? But anyway, we were talking about, and everybody, thank you for coming to this side. We're talking about being single. Is it cool? Are you really happy being single? We played a couple of videos, which I guess I'm gonna have to play again, except for the cameo. But man, the purpose of me playing Single Life was just to say, okay, how I made a joke about it, played that, and bam, there it was.
I cracked up. It was funny.
That's what got us. He cracked up on it.
Yeah. It was funny to me because it went. You said, Maurice, I feel like this, boom, and he dropped it in. When he dropped it, it was perfect.
It was perfect. It came right on. I actually took that video and just edited that little piece. And I guess I shouldn't have taken it to the 2 times saying Single Life. Okay, I should have just left it. I'm living a single life and cut it. I should have did that, but I didn't do it. So it's all good. But we were talking.
Excuse me for just to go ahead.
And it was a man thing. I don't know if you can take these hits.
We'll see.
All right. I was saying that you can be happy single and live your best life. All right. Now, and when I said that, I'm saying it in the point of this. And one of the main points that I said in the video that I showed why you should love being single. One of the things is that you're not responsible for nobody else's happiness when you're single, okay? Or nobody's baggage, so to speak, that they bring to the table. You happy on your own or you sad on your own. If somebody comes into a relationship, now you're responsible for keeping them happy, okay? And that's a hard task.
It can be a hard task. And
It is a hard task.
And you're right, being single, you don't have to be concerned about anybody else except for yourself. But
Right.
some people are they are happy being single. They are discovering themselves. They are understanding themselves. They are cleaning up their baggage. Hopefully in maybe possibly anticipation of a relationship. Hopefully.
Yeah, but see, if you go into it like me, and I don't know if Chris or Maurice have done this before. Maurice is married now, but we can relate to what happened back in the day. Me, if I'm going into it, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, look, don't get no feelings into this. We going out, we chilling, we having a good time with each other, okay? If it leads into something else later down the line, not tomorrow, later down the line, we'll talk about it. Not saying that it's gonna happen, but we can talk about it. I mean, I'm not gonna give you that, sign my name on the dotted line. I'm just saying. Hey, Chris, you brought this.
Terrence Shirt Derby.
Huh?
You're not gonna give him that Terrence Shirt Derby?
Not at all, man.
Cross my heart.
Not at all. No wishing well either. No wishing well either. All right? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. At least not. I could and there's nothing don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship. It's a beautiful thing. You sharing this and that with this person. Y'all building a life together and this and that. Okay, but you got to get to that point first. There's people that start off. You take them out to a nice dinner. You take them to a good movie. You take a walk in the park or whatever. Okay, and they didn't fell in love already. Oh, this is the one. He's the man. All right, and okay, that's cool. And Maurice and I were talking. I'm the kind of guy, Samantha, that if I'm in a relationship, and don't slap me for this, I'm probably losing all friendships right now with girls that probably wanted to do anything. If I'm in a relationship and I do what you do, do what you do, and if you decide that you're going, some dude out there and you feeling him a little bit and you getting ready to tip, look, do what you do because I ain't gonna argue about it. All right, I'm not gonna sit up. I'm not the one that's ask you, hey, with this dude, did you do this with this dude? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But understand, because I don't know. I could always speculate, but I don't know. So if I did say that, it's a joke. Okay, but if I find out, then we can go our separate ways. Separate ways, but understand, like I told Maurice, understand that you're gonna lose me. I might be losing you, but you're gonna lose me. All right, I ain't did nothing. I'm cool. I'm chilling. But now you're gonna lose me, and now you're gonna start resenting that guy that you started creeping with. Come on, it's a whole process to this creep game, to this single game. It's a whole process. That's why you be happy single. Yeah, a partner makes your life beautiful, but being single doesn't make your life any less beautiful. It brings a sense of peace.
If you got the right partner, yes. But you were having a conversation at the beginning saying this is how the relationship is going to be. Whether
Mhm.
we're exclusive, is that what you're saying? Or we're going to date, we're going to have fun. You can see who you're going to see. I can see who I'm going to see. And that's how we're going to do it. But it sounds like what you're saying. If we were exclusive and you start creeping, then obviously there's going to be an issue, correct?
I mean, it's not gonna be an issue with me. If I find out, okay. If I know about it, okay. But if I don't know about it, life goes on. I mean, I understand that's not the best way to look at it, but life goes on. When I find out about it, I'm gone. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit in that.
Well, it's not necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily
Yeah, but
say
I'm not sitting in that.
it's not the right way to look at it
Mashallah.
because you've already said it's people have their deal breakers
Hmm.
and they list the deal breakers. Some things that we are going to
Who's
tolerate,
that?
some things we're not going to tolerate.
Right.
So that's your deal breakers. That's your deal breaker. That's your deal breaker.
But again,
So mhm.
I was saying, and again, that's why if you don't want all of that, having to have these rules, stay single. Be single. You don't need those rules.
Yeah, but yes, absolutely. But some people not happy being single. And then let's define single.
One,
Come on, Saint.
But
Tell
I'm
us.
just
uno.
saying this is when I look at single, yes, uno definitely. But then some people have not. They don't. They haven't been really been single. Some people have been unmarried, but they haven't been single. And what this is according to Sam. And when I look at singleness, I look at that person of whether they have moved out of their parents' house, moved out of their grandparents' house, and they have lived on their own. The lights is your name, the rent's in your name, all those things. You are a responsible adult.
But some people don't have that. That's not a qualify for some people. You know, some women actually want the direct opposite. They want to take care of the dude.
No, I'm
Now,
not talking about I'm
now
not talking
what?
about not take care of them. I'm sorry, Greg.
No, I just said now what? Go ahead.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about not having a relationship. I'm talking about you are ready, and maybe I kind of switched the subject a little bit. You have had the experience of living on your own
Hmm.
before you go into a relationship, especially if you're planning on getting married, male or female. I feel like that's a place that everybody should experience before they get married. That's the point I'm trying to make.
You know, some people are single when they're in a marriage.
Huh.
That's a whole nother story.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're in the marriage, but you're
Whoa.
living two separate lives.
Whoa.
You know, and a lot of people found out that during the pandemic because, like I heard you guys, I believe it was you and Greg and Maurice earlier stating that during the pandemic, people started really having to be around each other because of quarantine and the pandemic. And you realize, hey, this is someone I don't know this person. I don't love this person. We really have nothing in common. We pretty much have just been living in the same household, maybe sharing the bills. You went your way, I went my way.
Roommate.
But I've seen pardon me?
A roommate.
Roommates.
Pretty much. It was
With
you guys were
benefits.
just roommates. And you were single then. Single and happiness. You have to know who you are. Like I heard Greg, you and Maurice talking earlier about finances. You don't have to. You mentioned you don't have to pretty much share the finances. You can do what you want. You can make your own decisions and things of that nature. But also, once you've been in a relationship and then you've come out, you have to kind of reinvent yourself. Get to know who you are, because sometimes you lose your identity when you're in a relationship. So you don't even know who you are, and you're so busy trying to run right back into another relationship, and you're not whole. You need to be whole before you get into another relationship. And I think being whole is also happiness, because whether you're in a relationship or not, you like who you are. You can do things on your own. Like Sam just said, you have a chance to do things on your own, live on your own, pay your own bills. If you want to travel, and do things like that. And to me, that's single and happiness. Doesn't necessarily mean just because you're single and happy, you don't want to get married again later or get married for the first time. Greg, you have some funny looks on your face. What's up?
Cause number one, I'm too handsome to have funny looks. Number two, I don't know. Like the brother said, and I might play that video again. I don't know what to play now because I'm getting blocked everywhere.
What did he say?
He said basically, look at it being single like taking your summer break, okay, from school. You go on that.
Yeah, you can play that. It's a long video.
Yeah, it's kind of a long video, but you got a summer break. You taking time to be away from everybody else. You finding yourself, and even when you're on that break, you might get a little boo thing or something like that to hang out with and this and that, without having the burden of having the emotions and all of that stuff. Yes, I said burden, Suzette, without having the burden of
Friend with benefits.
taking care of somebody's happiness. Okay, and Maurice brought up a good point. So you single, and then 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock roll around. You got to go through. He didn't say this. I said this, but you got to go through your phone and ask for, hey Sheila, what's up, girl? What you
It's
going
time
with?
to go to bed if it's 10 o'clock.
Hey, it is time to go to bed, but you ain't.
Well, I had 2 kids, so I mean,
Right.
It ain't time to go by yourself. So you calling her and you asking her what she doing, okay? And the first thing she says at 10 o'clock is like you just said, I'm asleep, okay? Why you calling me this late? I was just wondering what you was doing. Okay, well, I'm asleep. Can I come through? No, click. So ask her, you gotta worry, you gotta handle that too. So I don't.
When you're done, I've got something to say.
I see it just bubbling in you. Go ahead.
Single and happy and single. Okay, everybody know I was married for 23 years. When you get married, there's a thing where you have to compromise. You have to compromise some of your beliefs because you have to kind of mesh with that person.
Not if you single.
No. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. I'm getting to that. That's why you have to kind of mesh with, you have to mesh with that person. So being married is a lot different than being single. Now after the marriage is over, depending on how long you were in it, you've changed. You're a person that has changed from the first time when you got married. You're older, you've seen more, you wiser, and most importantly, you know what you want. There should be a defining list of things that you are not willing to compromise on. It shows a level of integrity. It shows a level of respect. It shows a level of doing what you want to do on your terms. Now, there are some things that maybe sort of can be negotiated, but not a lot, because when you do that, that takes away from who you are. People always ask me, well, when I found
Wait. People always asking you what?
people always asking me, what makes me so happy? Well,
Okay.
I'm happy because I live life on my own terms. I did not sacrifice anything that I believed in or anything that I was willing to do. I was always making decisions that made me happy. Now, it's the difference between making decisions that make you happy or just doing something somebody wants you to do. Because at the end of the day, you have to be happy with your decisions. So I have worked with a lot of ladies that have had to make other types of decisions that they didn't like, but they look at me. I'm jumping off the walls, and they can't understand how come they can't be like that. But everybody has the power to be like that, though. I didn't want to talk too long, but I'm just, it's a choice. It's a choice, And every day when I wake up and I see people, I smile, and I don't even know I'm smiling. Maybe it's because of the pill I take. I don't know.
Did you say it was drug induced?
What she said?
I take.
Over the counter happy pills,
You
girl.
can't keep my pressure down, child. I'm just gonna tell you what kind of pill it was. Now it wasn't none of that.
She
But
said the pill she takes.
I just be, because based on where I was and where I am now, I may not have everything I want, but happiness is always the first thing. It has to be. And there's somebody out there that is willing to take you at face value, 100 proof. Don't change nothing. Don't do nothing different. Yes, you too, Greg. Smiley face, bread. Look at my Greggy poo. That's right, baby. You too.
I'm just saying, look. So with
it's hard. It's a hard comeback.
Just say it.
It's a hard comeback, honey.
No, it ain't.
Spit it out.
As being a single person, your time is yours. Okay,
Right.
Your time is yours and yours alone. So, and I gave an example earlier. Say, for example, I make a plan with if I'm in a relationship, I make a plan and say, well, hey, I think I want to go to St. Louis over the weekend and this and that. Okay, she all geared up to go to St. Louis. Then Thursday come along and I'll be like, you know what? I don't think I want to go to St. Louis. I'm changed my mind. No, you said you was going to St. Louis and you going. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. I don't want to go, So I can decide when I want to go as a single man. And then if I want to change my mind, I'm good, And I don't want to be called a liar, because I didn't.
Why do you care? Why do you care?
You
said that you're doing things on your own time.
I said if I was in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
That was if I was in a relationship.
Right.
That happens, okay?
But here's the thing: would have to understand how you are, and they have to respect that.
But that's what I'm saying. Having to have someone's emotions and their happiness and their feelings and their, all of that stuff is just so.
What?
It's a burden.
No, it's not.
Why is that a burden?
I'll tell you why it's a burden, because I have to be happy myself. Okay. So now I'm taking care of my happiness. I got my peace, and I've told everybody this. I've created peace for myself. Now get somebody else, bringing them into my peace, and they just breaking it down brick by brick by brick by brick.
Well, like I said earlier, that one is out to make you happy, and you out to make her happy.
That's right.
That one.
The right one.
That's right.
Right.
That one is
the right one could be right off the bat.
I think I told y'all, I said it earlier.
What you say, Greg?
Oh, Maurice talking. Hold on.
Sorry.
I think I said it earlier. That one. If you say you're gonna go to the moon, you can bet. If you're gonna go to the moon, she said, "Okay, you're gonna go to the moon. Get on the rocket and go."
I don't want to.
And then vice versa. If she says she's gonna go to the moon, you shouldn't have no problem with her going to the moon.
Get your ass on the rocket and go.
Right.
But when you single, you ain't got no one.
But he just said he was in a relationship.
No, I said I gave us a situation.
Well, I'm sorry. You talking about the situation? You wouldn't buy yourself in the situation.
The first, yes, I did. I said if I was in a relationship and I wanted to go to St. Louis, and then she would have the fit if I changed my mind on Thursday. All right, she would have the fit. If I'm by myself, I can change my mind when I get ready.
But that ain't the one.
That ain't the one thing. Right. Come on, Maurice.
Ain't two either.
It's not what?
Not the two either.
Not the two either.
I'm just saying.
Ain't the one or the two.
So
How
if
do
that
you
person,
know?
I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
Go
So
ahead.
if that person was the one,
Mhm.
and would a person be less prone to change the plan and go ahead and move forward because I made a promise. I don't want to break that promise. I don't want that person to feel like I'm not a person of my word. And then you go ahead and move forward and do that trip, even if you really don't want to.
Not me.
It
Understand that if I change my mind and don't want to do it, especially if I'm driving or whatever, okay. If I change my mind and don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. You cannot force me, because when you force me, then the animosity starts coming in, and that creates less peace. That creates some disturbance to the peace. I don't want to create disturbance to the peace. Let the woman have to be.
wait, Maurice, your mic adjustment is drowning out Greg.
Somebody's, yeah.
That was me. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
I'm sorry.
That
Does
was
the
me.
woman have to be perfect? No, she doesn't have to be perfect, okay? But she has to be willing to compromise, all right?
Yeah.
And if she
And see,
can't,
that's the key. I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
That's the key right there. Being able to compromise. And what I wanted to say is, if that's something that happens, okay, you're in a relationship and you say, hey, we're gonna do this, da da da, and you change your mind, the right person would understand, I would think. But if it happens often, where you're constantly making promises and you're constantly breaking them, me, if I were in a relationship, would be like, hold up.
Okay.
I would rather you just not say anything. If that were me, just not say anything, and we'd be spontaneous. Like if you're thinking about doing something on the weekend, if I were in that relationship, I'd be, I would rather you just say, hey babe, let's just go away on the weekend, at the weekend.
Okay, but Marcella, that was
Yeah.
spontaneous with me saying, hey, I'm going to St. Louis. I want to go to St. Louis. Okay, that's spontaneous right there. Okay, now I can look. Circumstances might be different, and I can only speak for what the business I'm in. Okay, circumstances may be different. Okay, something may come up that I have to act on, and I got to be around there. So I'm going to change my mind and say, well, hey, I can't do it because this is what happened. Okay, and if you
That's different.
You cannot, but it's not different. It's not different. It's what
it's work.
Can I ask
Go
a
ahead,
question?
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead. Ask the question. You're not asking me the question, are you?
I'm asking everybody the question.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
How did we get on being in a relationship talking about single and happy? That's the topic of today. It's single and happy. We're not talking about
talk about that. That's why
we're not talking about being in a relationship. We've done enough relationship talks. We're talking about being single and happy.
Happy and single.
And I mentioned it to show the contrast, though. That's what I did.
Yeah,
the contrast of being happy.
I feel you. We've been contrasted for like a month now. Let the single people live.
Contrasting.
Yeah, let the single people live. Let the single people live.
I'm trying.
I'm
trying to tell y'all this is what I do.
Now I tell y'all what now. Sometimes, like I think I was telling Samantha, there are sometimes that everybody is not meant to be this, or everybody's not meant to be that. There are some people that aren't meant to be married. They just like their freedom. They just like they're doing the way they want to do it. They like to go when they like to go. And some people just don't like, some people don't want to be married. That's their thing. And it's perfectly, and the thing about it is perfectly fine. But if like I said, this word according to Suzette, if you work with a doctor, doctors have to jet out and dot out all times of the day and night. Their schedule has to do with it. It's called on call. When you got nurses that are the same thing, you got techs, you got people that work in high skilled jobs that don't have a clock that they punch.
I know about that one. Yeah.
Right. So So, like I said, you have to have the mate that can accept your lifestyle. You have to have the kind of mate that understands.
So we're going back to mates, like Chris said.
Yeah.
The one.
If that's what you want to do, then you go ahead and do it. I mean, you could just go ahead and do it. So nobody's saying anything. I don't understand what's the problem.
I'm not. Hey, look, I ain't mad at nobody who's in a relationship. Okay.
So
Maurice,
this is my thing.
Do what?
This is my thing. I'm single and happy.
All
When
right.
you're single and happy, that means you found yourself.
Right.
Not saying that you don't want to be with somebody else, but you don't need to be with somebody else.
Right.
Right.
That's what single and happy is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, you finish your thought, but I'm gonna play it after this. After you finish your thought.
Okay. No, I was just saying, like, you got a lot of people that's immature that wants to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't know how to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that need to be single.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta stop
Right.
playing. If you're not ready to be in a relationship, don't be in one. Just be single until you find yourself. Everyone, like I always say, the best thing to work for me when I'm trying to do a relationship thing is someone that don't live in driving distance of me, because it gives me a chance to really learn that person without being clouded by the physical mentality that'll be going on if we live close by each other. And when we get together. And when we get together, it's special.
Bang.
And that makes sense.
Eventually, we have to come together. But I'm talking about in the beginning stages, because you got a lot of people that do the physical before they even make like with boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, man, woman. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, they do the physical first and then get in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just about you finding yourself, man. Like the last relationship I had was
last
2012. No,
Wait, what?
That. 2012 was the last relationship I had, and the reason I cut it off there because I always jump out of one relationship into the other, into a new one. You know what I'm saying? Never gave myself a chance to heal or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm about to take this time to find out about me and what I like. You know, instead of trying to find out what the other person I'm with likes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a big part about Chris. That's a big part of being happy.
Yeah.
Taking time to heal, and a lot of times we don't. Men and women, we won't take the time to heal, so that so our heart can get right, so we can be happy, so we can learn ourselves, so we can understand ourselves. All of that is a part of being happy and single. And I talked to somebody recently, and they said, I'm not going to be by myself.
You'd be surprised.
They don't care. I'm not going to be by myself. I want to be with somebody. And it's like, but you need to heal. You've been jumping. But that's the way they are. And I told them, like, go home. I'm like, go to your house and get to know you and get healed and be happy by yourself. But some people never live by themselves, and they not happy because they don't know how to be by themselves.
But you know what? If you say they're not happy, you say that they're not happy, and they're jumping from one relationship. But they're not happy in relationships evidently either. If they're going from one to another,
right?
So they're not happy, single or not single.
They're trying to find that. They're trying to find that what I'm used to. They're trying to find that same program that they're always in. They always got somebody to come home to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got people that ain't never really slept in a bed by themselves.
Never been alone. Don't know how to be alone.
They slept in the bed with their brothers and sisters growing up, and then as soon as they get in a relationship and leave the house, they sleeping in the bed with somebody else. They've never slept in a bed by themselves and don't know what it feels like.
There's a difference between lonely and being alone.
Right. Maurice. You just hit a point. You know, they ain't never slept in a bed by themselves, But then again, they looking for that sameness, that that continuous thing. Then they turn around and ask this stupid question: why I always attract the same dude?
Same
Or
spirit. That's what
Because you
you're
never
looking
healed
for.
and got a chance to figure yourself out. You never got a
right,
chance to figure.
right.
Once you fit, it's like this. Once you find peace of mind, you'll do everything in your power to keep it.
Yes,
Yep.
Lord. Oh my God. You better hold on
Hallelujah.
to it like a hungry dog holding on to some meat when you
Ain't
get
lying.
your
Yep.
piece. You better
It ain't,
hold on
it
to it real
ain't,
tight.
But
That was-
it ain't nothing like peace of mind. Once you get peace
Nothing.
of mind,
but you know
like
what?
you can fool around and do whatever you want to do with somebody, and if they start acting crazy, you just do you be like, all
Keep
right,
going.
throw up the
Keep
deuces and
moving.
keep going, huh?
right. That's what I'm saying. So once you find your peace of mind, ain't nothing. You never want to go back to the person you used to. You see the
No.
red flags from if you
About
start talking to somebody and what's going on, and you just
Mhm.
keep moving forward until you find that person.
Please.
you
And
know
I'm
what?
noticing Mr. Gray over there has this
See.
look on his face.
Hey, I'm just like, listen, I'm chilling, okay?
But
But
Chris,
I can give you all the positives of being in a single relationship. There's
Single.
less anxiety. You can do all the fun things that you want to do.
Right.
You can do it. You can do them now. You can go on vacation by yourself. You can make new friends. You can give yourself a break if you want to. Okay. You can do all the activities that you want to get. You get involved in some activities and do some things. You can do a whole lot of stuff you can't do when you got somebody else you're being
Well,
responsible for somebody else's feelings.
no, but see, this is where because we're going back to relationships now.
No,
But
y'all go back. I just
this
told you single. I just told you
this
what
is
the
what. No. You're telling the difference between being single and
no.
being
What I
single in a
said
relationship.
was
No. You said
these are
you're talking about being single. Wait, bro. You're talking about being single and being single in a relationship. That's what you're talking about right now. Because the thing about it is, no. Because when you're in a relationship, it's not, oh, I want to go to St. Louis. It's like, yo, do you want to go to St. Louis? Oh, no. Where do you want to go? No, we're not going there. When y'all compromise and agree on the place y'all going, that's where y'all going. That's relationship. When you're saying, oh, I want to go to St. Louis, and then you change your mind and the person with you get mad, that's being single in a relationship. Because when you're in a relationship, it's not just you. So you have to really talk to the person that you're with.
so is Greg's definition of being able to say, okay, let's go to St. Louis, and the person's response that if you cancel it is cool with me. Is that more of a person that's a companion, not necessarily a person that you're in a relationship with? It's so
Right.
it's like we friends, we travel buddies, we opposite sex. Um, I want to go to St. Louis. You want to go with me? And then it's like, okay, we going. And then Thursday's like, no, I can't go. And they're like, okay, cool, whatever. When you want to do something else,
Right.
let me know. And just keep
That's
it rolling. So that's
right.
more of a companion.
Yeah. But you know
Right.
what? When I was suddenly single, when I wasn't suddenly, but I was
Suddenly single. Is that where the suddenly came from on Suzette?
suddenly single, right? But you know, when I
Simply
planned,
Suzette.
Simply.
let me tell you how I keep it simple. Let me tell you. The thing about being single, the way you can be single is that you have to have a definite plan for your life. Let me explain. When I decided that when I was single, I said, well, I guess I'm not gonna get married no more. I was because my mother's never remarried and my grandmother never remarried, so I just figured that was gonna be my thing. But what I had figured out was once I turned Social Security age, the first week of the month, when I get my check, I was gonna find a $79 ticket and go somewhere. I didn't care where it went or what. I was gonna find me a $79 ticket,
That's your happiness. Is you can
pay
do
the
what you
bill
want to with it.
the 15th, and then the second week of the month, I was gonna be gone. On the third week of the month, I'm gonna come back and wash them same clothes from the first week of the month. I'm going to find another $79 ticket and pay them bills from the 15th to the 30th.
You
And
got
that's
79 on there, huh?
but see, that's the plan. That was the plan I had. And you know, a lot of times people are single and they're miserable because they don't have a plan. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Now,
What you're saying that? You're saying that. You know, I mean,
I'm just, but see, I can be a party by myself. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. I'm not afraid to approach anybody, and I don't have no issue with that.
You're a social butterfly.
Oh yeah,
So
I can force the wings. Mhm. have a plan. You also have to have
Some money.
You have to know, because if you've been in a relationship before, you have to just know what it is that you will put up with and know what it is that you want to do for yourself. Now, I tell you, everybody's not meant to be single. Everybody ain't meant to be with somebody, but you have to be comfortable enough where you are. You got to be comfortable enough with that, where you are enough, where you don't want to have to get into. You don't have to do that. Nobody has to mess up your peace unless you allow.
And that's a work in progress.
Right. You work on it.
This is how most men, and I know y'all not going to agree. Me and Maurice saw this. When you're happy being single, all right, done to the tune of Family Matters, and I'm going to say it again. I try to put it. So I do it. Hold on.
Did you copy and paste the disclaimer, please?
He said most men what?
Hold on. Happy being single. Hold on. But I got to put
I believe that.
Yeah.
I got to put this out here real quick now.
Yeah, because you all are, y'all made from a different cloth, and that's okay.
I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't happy being single. I had my babies, so I was a single dad.
And there's some women that's happy being single. They ain't trying to wash nobody clothes. They ain't trying to cook nobody no food. They just they ready to just go.
Hey, what that lady said? One less bell
to answer. One less egg to fry.
One less man to pick up after.
Y'all need to quit it.
Why? She said, but all I do is crack.
Because you know what? I picked up after my kids. I washed clothes. Now my daughter, I remember one time I really embarrassed my daughter really bad. And it was a mistake. It was really a mistake. I called myself gonna do her hair.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
She tried.
She got a school picture. She got a school picture to this day. I bet she's gonna choke me. I messed up bad.
You didn't know though.
Wait.
You didn't know that you saw that picture.
Oh no. When the school pictures came back, I was sad. I had to apologize. I went and bought, and from then on, I took her to a hairdresser to get her hair done.
You do know the school pictures live in infamy.
Woo, Lord have mercy. You remember that drinking? What did it do? Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
No. One very sticking them at the top and on the sides.
That's why I said, no.
Real similar, really similar. I said, oh, baby, I am sorry. I tried though. I couldn't, she had a lot of hair and it was thick.
Oh, baby.
I'm shocked the teachers didn't redo it, because sometimes teachers will be like,
That was in Texas,
Jesus kind
and they're probably a white teacher, so they probably said, no, we're not gonna mess with that. I mean, my daughter's hair was thick.
He had really long hair, and I just took it all up and put it in what I thought was a ponytail at the top, a little curly ponytail at the top, but it wasn't centered.
Look like a peanut.
Oops.
I done had one of those one time.
That's when they come to see you. Your daddy did your hair, didn't he?
Oh,
wait. When my wife now, first time she saw Sheena, she was like, your daddy did your hair, didn't he?
Oh,
yes. Hey, but that was daddy's baby. That was daddy's baby.
Daddy, you did a good job. Y'all did a good job.
When you're happy being single, this brother just put it out.
She actually took her hair down and done it.
I'll put this video, Maurice. Hold on.
Okay.
When you're happy being single.
All right.
This man, dude. Y'all check this out. And y'all can comment on it afterwards, okay? When you're happy being single. We'll be right back. DopelivenTV Live.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every seam. Days go by,
Let me know when you want me to talk. Let me know, because I have a comment.
The life. He living a life.
Ooh.
He doing his thing.
Oh, Suzette.
In all terms.
No, I shouldn't have removed her. I shouldn't have did that. My bad. Go ahead.
So,
You sound like she wind up going to do some picture karate or something.
What was the problem with that video?
The problem with that video was the whole time he was by himself and smiling. That made
Yeah.
you know what? He needed a pill. There was something wrong with
He
him.
probably took a pill.
He's at the refrigerator empty and he just smiling. He jumping down the stairs.
No, he said.
But he called somebody, said, could he come over?
Right. He don't want to be by himself.
He's happy being single, but he has the options, the choice.
Did you see one choice in there?
Yeah, he was getting ready to call somebody to go over their house to eat since he didn't have no food in his refrigerator.
Of course, and he could do that. He can go to Costa Rica by himself. He can do whatever by himself, and he can dance that happy dance by himself.
One less bell to answer.
I'm just saying.
That's what he's. But what somebody was stalking him though.
Joe got one.
But he could tell her what you following me for. You know, here's what it is. He's happy being single. He don't need all of that. Here's one more video. Now this one's a little lengthy. It's about 4 minutes long. Okay, but y'all check this out. This brother was spit. This is the one where I said he was talking about being on spring break or summer break. All right, check it.
So that one.
You thought I wasn't going to upload today. You thought I wasn't going to upload today, but I came back and I uploaded again. I'm on my grind right now. But before we get into that video, it's your boy Just Chris, and we just too wavy. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become part of Too Wavy Gang if you're not already. Hit that like button before we start the video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about singleness. So I like to use analogies, so I'm going to use an analogy for this. Being single is like being on summer break. We all remember being in school, right? You had a summer break. You work all year to be free. So when you're single, you got to think about it like this. A relationship, even though it might look super glamorous, maybe you're looking at couples on Instagram or you saw a post on Twitter, it's gonna take work. It's like being in school. When you're at school, you're learning a lot and you're having fun. Yeah, your friends are there and whatnot, but you got to hit the books. You got to come home. You got homework to do. When you're single, it's like summer break. Nobody's asking you to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You have no obligation. You're free to explore and roam the world. And this is what I think so many people forget. It's like, yo, going into a relationship is like rushing to finish summer break so you can get back to school. Now, personally, I wasn't one of those kids. If you were one of those kids when you were growing up, you really just love school. That's awesome. You know what I mean? That's great. Good for you. But for the most of us, a lot of us loved summer break. Everybody would look forward to the breaks during school. Look forward to your breaks in life. Singleness is a break. Look at it as your summer break. It's your opportunity to explore and do what you want. And on top of that, summer break was the time where if you knew what classes you were going to be taking in the fall, when you came back to school, it was your opportunity to kind of like, you know, brush up on stuff, get your skills right. So when you came back to school, you were ready to go. A lot of people.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, the school analogy, I loved it. Okay, he told the truth. Okay, and he used that analogy of being in school and taking summer break. Okay, and when you're on summer break, you learn some things, and then you come back from summer break with a whole new skill set. All right, you know, more to bring into a relationship situation, if you will. Go ahead, Suzette.
Suzette, why you looking like that?
There are some people.
Wait
a minute. There are some people that have to repeat class. They never get to some people have to repeat because they weren't paying attention throughout the year. So the parts that they didn't pay attention for, they got to go back and go do. As Big Mama said, they got to go back and lick that calf over. They got
summer school.
Some summer school, and some people don't get summer school. If you flunk summer school, you flunk the whole year. You got to do it again. No, Greg, that was no. I didn't agree with that one.
Of course,
I kind of did. I kind of did because
me too.
On summer, I mean on because you on break. You free to be, you know, you foot loose, you fancy free. You are obligated to nobody but yourself. And you can go do what you want to do whenever you get ready to go do it. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And you don't have nobody to answer to.
You know, that's pretty much what I said when I came on. when he talked about the summer break thing, it's like that's a chance to redirect your focus, where you refocus, you regroup, you get to find yourself, find your identity, and you can cater to your own needs at that point. And so you can get, like I said, to learn your identity, because like I said again before, when you're in relationships, you have a tendency sometimes to lose your identity. And when you're single, when you're single, you get to learn to love yourself again.
Yeah, well, and that's it, Marcy, because you have to learn how to love yourself during that single time. You have to learn how to love yourself. Purple Rain.
Well, that's
And
true.
so, yeah, you do, because sometimes people may not realize that they don't love themselves. Because if people have been so unhappy, they're always in a relationship, you don't even know where your happy place is. Let's start there.
Well, yeah, that's what, and see, but
And then sometimes when you're single, we said learn to love yourself. Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself, because you might have had baggage going into a previous relationship or something of that nature, or there's been some abuse in a previous relationship. Like you said, learn to love yourself, but you might have compromised who you are, your integrity, your character, trying to morph into someone else that you're not. So when you're single and you're learning who you are, and finding yourself, you can reinvent yourself. Maybe, because of the relationship you might have been in previously or something like that, let's say you became a monster because of the atmosphere you in.
But let me say this. In reality, regardless if you've been in a relationship for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years, if you haven't said I do, you still single.
Oh, yeah.
And let me
period with that.
Let me say this too. You all do know that I'm not talking about Greg, okay? I'm pushing it out there so that we can create conversation.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, we know that. I mean, I did.
So
I did too.
Anybody that's out there, because I'm probably losing respectability from all the women out there. But this is a show. As a moderator, as a host, because we're all moderators, but as the host, I gotta create the conversation. So this is what we're doing, all right?
Yeah.
And
his women texting him.
What you mean?
He don't want that river
Young
to drive
women texting you now, Greg, and they're like, wait a minute. Oh, poor baby. He's getting in trouble.
They did 100 times. I didn't mean it. That wasn't me. I didn't mean it.
No. I'm going to say something, but I don't mean it.
No, because
I'm going to say this. I don't mean that.
No, Greg,
you got in trouble. Oh,
Greg doesn't get in trouble. That you can call him. As a single man, I don't answer to anybody. Okay, so I don't get in trouble. All right, I'm too old to get in trouble. Okay, but I do have to be respectful to everybody, and that's what I do. Okay, I mean, but this is a show, so I'm putting something out there so that everybody can cut. You stop, Marcel. All right, cut that out. Chris, boy, what you think? Let me leave for a second. Whew.
Yeah, it's still getting hot. Yeah, threw him in there with no grease.
Let's just be happy and single. How about that?
Okay.
Learn how to be happy and single. It's a process.
They had you in the hot seat, G?
Well, they always got me in a hot seat.
In the big black skillet. They had
Chris had to give a disclaimer.
Back a little.
Hey,
but Chris, he got a fire extinguisher over there to put all of our flames out.
Maurice can have your back, but when it gets to the foolishness that I say, he got to step back.
Hey, you was the one that said that. I ain't say nothing.
Maurice even got his hand over his mouth to make sure you ain't gonna see him
the back, okay? And you got a situation of your own over there in a marriage situation and a happy one, okay? You jump in on my stuff, dude. Y'all gonna have some problems.
I'm
just talking to me.
No, not at all.
Maurice.
Not at all.
He messing with me.
Oh, okay.
No, I ain't messing with you. I'm just saying you jump in on my stuff, and anytime you get on the affirmative with my stuff, you're gonna be in trouble at home, dude. I'm just saying. Huh? And see, and wait a minute, and then you got Suzette with these the what do you call those? The extra
Isms,
stuff.
world according to Suzette.
Anyway, being happy as a single person, all right, it has its advantages. All right, to being happy, well, not advantages of being happy, just be happy. Okay, you get to do the things that you know. You don't have the same old soup no more.
The same what?
Soup.
Suit, S-U-I-T.
SOUP.
Oh, soup. Oh.
Every morning you wake up to the Campbell's noodle soup. Every doggone morning for 23 years, Suzette. 23 years. Your dude had to get up and look at you for 23 years.
Oh.
Well, listen, I would beg to differ.
Chris, don't go to.
I had to get up and look at. Let me stop. Jesus, Lord, man, Hatcher.
I'm sure we got that.
We're talking about being happy and single. Happy and single.
That must have been deep, boy. She was finna go in, son. She called the Lord.
Let me tell you who was surprised in that. Let me tell you who was surprised in that relationship.
Before you start, just remember, you went to church before you came on.
That's why I'm telling you that, because I know what God put. I know what he made when he made me, child. I know.
Over there sound like I'd ask to have glory.
They're supposed to be acting nice on the show.
Help us all.
Hey, Maurice, you gonna call me a fish ass fool in a minute?
Wait a minute. Be like Shula, comedian Shula. He said this man go hit me. He said, I don't want nobody to hit me in my face because my orbital bone don't encompass my whole eyeball. My eyeball sits outside my orbital bone. So if you hit me in my eye, it's gonna bust wide open.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Did you?
I didn't mean it like it came out though.
No, I'm not worried, because you know why, Greg? You know why, Greg? I'm happy.
But then you think about how long did it take? How long does it take a person to become single and happy? What kind of process they have to walk through to become single and happy? That's an individual thing.
Well,
what'd you say, Greg?
Chris, go ahead.
Took me to actually be happy from 2012. It took me to like 2019 to be like happy.
So, okay, let me ask you a question.
I ain't gonna say happy to where I found my peace of mind. That's
okay. So from 12 to whatever many years it took. So you walked through a process of self-inflection. I mean, what you call it?
I had to, what up, Jeff?
What's going on?
Hey,
Jeff.
What's up, y'all?
And
he came in at a good time. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
The first step of finding peace of mind is accountability.
Accountability?
Is what? Oh.
Accountability of what I did. If I got called, it be called. You know what I'm saying? I had to take account for that.
Why do you say that and smile? Go ahead. Continue.
Myself.
Right.
You know, it's like
Be happy.
Like getting baptized over again. You got to cleanse yourself.
Thank you.
That's what I had to do to find that peace of mind where I wanted it to be at. Where no matter what you do, now in some instance, outside of relationship, I'm just talking about in life in general. Sometimes consequences happen, but it has for me. You have to totally break my peace of mind for me to even get to that point that I want retaliation. If it's a peace of mind where you do something to me that's not physical or harming me, it can be words, it can be rumors, it can be all that. But my peace, you know what I'm saying?
That peace is so important.
And once you like,
you going in and out, Chris.
I said once you reach that peace, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You don't worry about nothing else.
Thank you.
Nothing else.
But that piece can be a little, sometimes people try to knock that piece out. Okay. I want to get life coach Jeff Rutherford in here. Okay. First of all, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, dog. And yourself?
I'm getting beat up, but it's all good. It's all good.
It's okay, dog.
Even my guys are coming in at me, man. Ah, my little brother right there in the middle over there at the bottom, right next to Suzette. You would think they got their arms locked right now, dude. But
we do. Put your hand right there. Right there. That's me and Chris. That's right.
But we talking about being happy or being happy in a relationship, okay?
Yeah.
And I need you to give me a couple of minutes on this, man, subject. Put some life coaching into this.
Being happy and single, right?
Is that what it is? Being happy and single?
Yes.
Being single and happy, yeah.
Okay. Well, being single and happy, it gives you an opportunity to learn who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people in some unfortunate circumstances learn who they are when they're with somebody. It kind of sucks. I've been through that. You know what I mean? So you end up leaving somebody behind. But with that being said, though, when you by yourself, you get a chance to, like I said, you learn about you. You know, your likes, your dislikes, what you want to put up with, what you do and don't want to put up with. It's just one of those things, to where you have that, and like Chris was saying, I believe that peace of mind, right? Having that peace, you get to learn those instances that keep your peace and will knock you out of your peace. You get to a certain point in life where you like, look, I'm going to do whatever I can to protect my peace and guard my heart.
Yes, right. Lord.
Absolutely.
So when you get to that point where you want to protect your peace and guard your heart, it's like, hey, I'm going to do whatever I can to isolate myself from certain things. You only allow certain things that are positive to only come into your life. You don't want negativity. So, you look at that and it's like, okay, some people are like, I have a no-nonsense attitude, but I have a no-nonsense attitude to negativity. Mm-hmm. If you're going to invite that into my life, 9 times out of 10, I don't want to deal with you. But if we talk about some good stuff, some positivity, I can rock with you. I'm all with it,
The negativity, you be thanking God for call ID.
That's that mental moment.
And another thing, real quick, like your peace of mind and like just finding yourself, that's what makes you excellent and better for someone to come into your life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Truth.
I said my time, and this is just me from like the 5th grade up until 2012, jumping out of one relationship into another, all through, middle school, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, adulthood, jumping out one into another and not giving myself time to heal. So the last relationship I was in 2012, I was like, nah, because I see where it was going. Like I always tell people, no one can tell you what to do. You have to see it for yourself and want to fix it and want to fix it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't make it to that point, then you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna call you a lost soul, but you're gonna make it hard for the person that you're trying to be with.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hit on this? Did y'all say if you kind of, if you're single and happy, did y'all hit on that point of maybe a wall can build up? Because
we haven't talked about that.
Yeah, because what you've done is it's like you're so used to doing everything by yourself. Mm-hmm. So now you gotta let somebody else in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that can be tough.
But you know what it is?
What's up?
And you know a lot about this too. It's not about building a wall and letting somebody else in. You learn how to compromise with yourself for what you said earlier. You're not putting yourself in positions to do this, to do that. That's going to take the peace away. When you bring someone in, it's all about compromising. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the knowledge of compromising into you and into a relationship, it helps the relationship grow fonder. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sugarcoat. You don't have to sugarcoat stuff. If you can be truthful with your mate and the person that you're with, the relationship is always going to go great. You know what I'm saying?
If she had clothes on, I put the camera right on her over there, but she ain't decent.
Right?
That's cute. But
That's cool, though, man. Go ahead, Susan.
But people have a hard time when people see you happy, though. When people see that you are at peace, a lot of times, when things bother me, you'll never know it. You will not ever know it, because I don't believe that that's a burden to be put on anyone. That's something that I got to fix. But there are people that will see you happy because you don't do things the same way they do, because you don't go the places that they go to, and they make me, they have made me feel at times like an oddball, because I didn't do a lot of things that everybody else did, but I don't do everything everybody does, you know. And I take pride in that. I don't feel bad because of that at all. I didn't skip school. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't, sleep around.
Girl, yes, we did. Just joking. Just joking.
She exposed you, Suzette.
No, seriously, she didn't.
Really, I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't skip school. I got perfect attendance from kindergarten to the 12th grade.
Can I ask you?
I was doing what I was supposed to do.
Can I ask you a question, Suzette?
Absolutely.
What was your vice then?
Eating. I love good food. I always have.
Okay.
But and sometimes people will make you feel bad because you are different. Because you're not going around doing the same things that they do. And we had this conversation today at work. I don't keep up with all the rap music. I don't like rap. I don't keep up with all the crazy stuff that's in rap music. I can't keep up with all the people. I don't agree with, but I'll watch it, but it's not a part of it. It doesn't sink in that way.
But you know what that makes you?
I'm sorry?
You know what that makes you?
Different.
Unique.
Adorable.
Unique is what.
Just say unique.
Yeah.
Unique is what we call it. Because I'm the type of person that, even though I used to do things that everybody else done, when I carved my own path out, my own lane out, I stopped doing what everybody else was doing.
And it's kind of cool with me to to be, just be different. I mean, it wasn't nothing I planned and went out to do. It was just that was just the way I was. I was a bookworm, and I like the library. I still like to read. I still love current events. I don't like a lot of trash, because anything that I do, anything that I do with my mind has to be able to make me better. I got to be able to know how to talk to somebody. I can look at the news. I can look at stuff and hold a conversation with anybody. I can tell my stepdaughter, if you watch the news and you keep up with current events, you can talk with anybody in the country. You can talk to anybody in the world. If you know what's going on, because a lot of people don't know what's going on, but they keep their mind on the crazy, But that's just not something. I'm crazy, but I don't keep my mind on crazy stuff though.
And
as a result, I don't have that burden, and I stay happy all the time.
But that's your peace. That's your peace of mind.
Yeah.
And
once you find that.
I never thought of it as being in peace, but yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Because once I found yours earlier than I found mine.
I said you're unique. All right. So take your uniqueness and hold on to it.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Because once you find once you find your peace, you're gonna do whatever it takes in your power to keep that peace.
Exactly.
Everything. Yeah.
And I believe that's a blessing to be able to do that. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad for anybody else or anything, but everybody has to find their own way. Everybody has to find the thing that makes them happy, and it differs from one person to the next. But it's just I've just led a real simple life. I did the things I saw my mother do. I find out now I'm doing the same things subconsciously that she used to do. So Mommy went to church, I go to church. Mommy was cooking the church, I was cooking the church. Mommy was an usher. I didn't realize the parallels until I sat down and thought about it one day.
I got a question.
Me
So
too.
I'm okay. Go ahead.
No,
Greg,
go ahead. No, I was just saying I got one too. Go ahead.
I have a question. And this is to everybody, those that feel like they're in a happy place, do you feel like your happiness is connected to your ability to forgive people who have caused you pain in the past?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Because the thing is, one thing that I learned was I saw a video. I'll be transparent. When I was going through my divorce and everything like that, I had a little bit of anger. So when I went through that, I saw this video that TD Jakes did, and he said, you know what? If you can literally pray for your enemy, and if you can pray for your adversary, and really want to, in your heart, see them succeed and do better, he said, do that before you go to sleep and see if you wake up angry the next day. Lo and behold, I tried it. And your boy woke up happy and refreshed, because the thing is, you need that peace, yo, before you. The Bible says, don't let the sun fall down on your wrath. And the thing is, don't bring that anger into the next day. So the thing is, you know, if you can be at peace that night before, yo, I'm telling you, and that ability to forgive people when they do you wrong, that is a powerful thing.
Yes, it
because
is.
when people have control over you, that means that they have taken away a part of you, and also that peace that's within you.
Yeah, and it comes with the, I'm not going to say the religion, but the spirituality of the person. You know what I'm saying? Able to forgive your enemies, like Jeff said. Anything else is.
It says to bless your enemies as well.
Because like,
I think Samantha, you asked.
No, go ahead, Marcia.
Samantha asked a question. What was it? Something about how long did it take for you to be happy after you left a relationship? Sam, you know my last relationship. You know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Out of Chicago. Okay. I was happy when I ended that relationship like this. And that was when I felt like Angela Bassett. And what's that? Was that Stella? No, which one did she?
What's love got to do with it?
Was it Stella? No. The one where she set all the clothes on fire and went on about her business, and it was a done deal.
Right.
That one, when it was a done deal, when I drove away from that person, and I felt a breath of relief because I knew I was done. And I was happy because I was like, I was able to, that
you
part
get rid
of my
your
life.
burden. You got rid of that burden altogether.
Correct. Because that was what, about 4 years or so or whatever of my life that I'd given all. And just the thought that I'm able to walk away, I'm happy. I have my sanity. I'm free. I didn't look back. And it didn't take, because I knew who I was. And that was one reason that I had to walk away, because I knew I knew my identity. I knew who I was. And so I was able to walk away, and I was happy immediately. That was like a whew, good.
So what you're saying is that you saying that you had great value in your happiness, and you went back to it.
And see, that's the thing.
And I knew my worth.
Let me say this. Hold on. With that having been said, you asked the question also about, do you think that forgiveness was a part of making it happiness? Okay. I look, as far as relationship goes, maybe I'm built differently. Okay. It ends. I'm not sad. I'm really not sad. Okay. So the forgiveness was already there in the first place. It's already there. It didn't bother me. Any relationship that I've been in, and you know, when I was of age to know what relationships were, it didn't bother me. So that wasn't a thing of me getting to happy. Okay. Me getting to happy was peace within myself. Peace that I be able to do the things that I want to do, be who I want to be, succeed in what I always try to be, without anybody telling me you can't do it, or you should not do it right now. You know, let me do what I want to do, because at the end of the day, if someone is with me, it's going to benefit you as well. All right. So it had nothing to do with forgiveness for me. And thank you, Life Coach, just for that Mentos motivational moment. Go ahead.
Wait. The Mentos.
I like those.
You know what?
Motivational moment of the day. Yes. Because, you know, I'm going to put this in, because as a life coach, you know, I do so much talking to people. The breath got to smell good out here. I can't be rolling out here with funky breath. Say yes to fresh with Mentos.
Hey, look.
Go ahead, Chris.
Ain't no commercial. Do the commercial.
Like so, Jeff, you can walk around with Harold's Chicken.
No way. Man, if I had me a bag of that right now, I swear that would have went up there too.
And here's your veggies. If you didn't get your vegetables in, you can do suja. You can just drink your vegetables.
We got the plugs all around tonight. The Chick-fil-A.
And
Oh,
then
the Chick-fil-A a big
while
one.
you're
That's that
there, you
blessed
get some
bird.
Chick-fil-A.
That's that blessed
it.
bird.
But you know, one of the things that
Chick-fil-A.
talking about, and Marcy, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You was over the relationship before you left the relationship. That's why it was easy for you.
Yeah.
Actually, I was. But even just okay. Yeah, I was.
You wore
I
it
was.
loose. You wore it loosely. You
Chris,
were
you gotta
to
think. I'm
me.
trying to
You were
remember now.
involved, but you weren't totally convinced. I'll use that word. That so to seem that that's where it was gonna go. So I'll just say you wore the relationship loosely.
Okay. But I was still all in at the time, for a minute, a couple of minutes.
Probably in action, but not necessarily emotionally.
Okay.
Well, why do you know
Yeah.
if you get to happy, why do you stay in it so long? Why do people stay in their thing so long?
Well, I can tell you why I did. The reason why I did was because when I was married, I took it very, very seriously. If you look at any of my wedding pictures, I'm not smiling at all because I wanted to be sure that whatever that minister said, that I was going to be able to do it. And I told them before I did it, I said, somebody better get me a copy of that, whatever it is he's going to say, because if there's anything there that I can't do, I'm not going to do it. And I listened, and everything he said, I knew I could do. But at the end of the day, you takes two to keep up that bargain. So at the end of the day, and as Marcy said, it was over long before the relationship was legally over. Wait a minute, I'm gonna tell you why. He was an alcoholic. I found out later on it was drugs. But my thing was, I promised to be there in sickness and in health, and they had told me that alcoholism is a sickness. So I didn't want to walk out on my promise to walk out on what I promised. And I did it the best I knew how. And the reason why it came out, there's no such thing as a good divorce to me. But the reason why it went so easily for me was a couple of reasons. Number one, I just felt like I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody anything until it was over, because the only voice I wanted to hear was God's voice telling me what to do. He was there when I started. I want him to be there when I finished it.
Okay.
The second thing was I read every day until those papers came. And every day since then, I read the 91st Psalm, and it tells you that nothing's going to happen to you and you're going to be in perfect peace. It tells you that. And it gives it's a psalm of protection. So I didn't never feel like I was like out there and something was going to happen. And my feelings weren't going to get hurt. My heart wasn't going to get hurt. Well, nothing going to happen to me. And if you have that sense of security, you can't be nothing but happy. You can't be nothing but.
I'm not gonna knock that. But everybody's not like you. Okay. Shout out to Trees. By the way.
You're drinking everything over there. You want to go to the bathroom.
No, I'm good.
So Greg, you were asking why do people stay so long, and you also asking about why people stay so long in a dating relationship if they don't have this level of peace.
I need peace, okay, and I've created a sense of peace for myself. So it's not a wall. It's just that I know what makes me happy, what makes me peaceful, what my definition of peace is. So I make sure that is safeguarded. All right, my peace is safeguarded. So I you can say what you want, and nobody has to agree with me. That's what we do. We're here for diverse opinions, but that's just me. I mean, and I'll go. I'm not going to stay in anything that's going to start cracking my peace. I can't do it. Now, there was a time, I'm not going to lie, there's a time that I did hang out for a while because I really cared about this person. But at the end of the day, if I cared about that person, I also need to care about myself enough to get out of the situation with me out here creating my peace or sustaining my peace, I should say. Go ahead, Samantha. I'm sorry.
No, I want Coach to get back to what he was talking about, building a wall, because when you've been by yourself so long.
Yeah, what I've seen with some people is that, like even when I've done my sessions, it's like a lot of people aren't open because they built that wall because they're scared to let people see the real them. You know, you ever been around somebody for so long, you start dating, it's like the facade. They trying to do things to impress you in the beginning. So then finally, when you have a real human moment, you know what I mean? And you get so shocked and you like, well, I didn't know if this person was really gonna accept me for this or that. I didn't know. I didn't want to cry. You know what I mean?
You know what it is?
What's up?
It's people that try to portray perfection over humility.
Yes, sir. Because a lot of that's about the image with people.
Yeah.
People are so worried about image nowadays and trying to keep up. Have you ever noticed the chick who always, and I got to say this because I'm only saying this because women do this a lot more than what men do. We can care less about the photos. But have you ever noticed the woman who always puts up a picture every day about herself? Every day about herself. And she gives a caption. But then that picture and that caption is so different from who she actually is as a person.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, yo, that Instagram life, that Facebook life of image with women is so real
right now.
It's so real. And it's and I'm gonna be honest, I dated somebody like that, and I was just like, one time I had a moment with her, and I said, you know what? People really don't care about how you look every day. I said, people like when you put up these inspirational posts because that's who they believe you are. But every time you tack a picture to it, now you're telling people that you live a certain lifestyle, portray a certain image. I tell people all the time, like I had to have a talk with my guy today. He didn't know what I meant by, I went live this morning on Facebook. And I said I use transparency. You know what I mean? Now, for some of y'all that don't know, the people who actually understand what I mean by transparency, I have been able to share aspects of my life and be candid with them.
Right.
You know, I've shared my shortcomings with a lot of the people who like and share my posts. I've shared my shortcomings in different things to get them to know that, hey, you can believe in God or you can be delivered if you accept some things about yourself first. You know, so my guy was like, well, how come you don't be transparent with us? It's not that I'm transparent with you. 90% of the time when I call my friends, it's because I need y'all to tell me when I ain't ish right now. I need you to tell me if I'm not being the person that I need to be. So I need you to correct me and put me on the right path. I got a lot of keep it real friends. You know what I mean? So I said, brother, you do what you're supposed to do when I call you, but I'm a grown man. I can handle a lot of my situations myself when it comes with people. And as a life coach, I know accountability. So I'm in control of my own situations, you know, but people want to see, they don't want to see the picture all the time. They don't want to see you in makeup. They don't want to see all the glitz and glam. Absolutely. What they want to see is when you talk about, I saw that, Suzette. I saw that face you gave.
These lashes are going to come off at 8 now.
I hear you. But you know, people really respond more to truth and authenticity of oneself. That's what people respond to. If you can be real with people, I promise you, you will speak to so many people.
Absolutely.
You will. When I say save a soul, I'm not always talking about Christ, but you'll help people as well along your journey and your pathway. Because if they see you as your true and authentic self, then they won't be scared to do that as well.
That's what's up. Another one moment, y'all. Okay. Look, 55, y'all. Time to get up out of here. Look at him. So his breath won't hum. All right. But we tried to, and again, this is hold on. Okay. This is not as a group of people, we get on here and we talk about, we give our opinions on certain subjects, and it's a very diverse opinion. So when you guys are looking at us, make sure that you take these, you know, the frivolity a little light, okay? But listen to the content, all right? Because a lot of good stuff is said here today. We wanted to talk about being happy, being single and happy. We touched on relationships again, and we don't want to keep harping on relationships, because relationships can be what they are, okay. But you know, the different aspects of life is what we're trying to bring out here, and this was about being happy and single, and there was a lot of great things. Thank you, Coach Jeff, for that moment. Chris, you came in with some hard ones, okay. You always do this, bro, to me, but it's all good. You know, you changed me up a little bit, all right. But that's what I expect from my family. All right. Suzette, you came at me. All right. Marcy came
I'm
at me.
trying to help you.
Samantha always got
Trying
my
to
back.
assist.
Okay? But my thing is this. It is not always look, I have to be that devil's advocate. Okay. So that's what I do.
I know. You did a good job.
So evidently I didn't, because I got beat up today, but it's all good. It's all good.
I didn't beat you up, Greg.
Trying to be an encourager.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me because
still smiling. He good.
Because I'm a professional. I do this.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, just so everyone else knows, we don't argue, we don't fuss, we don't fight. We come here to give you some facts and give you some life. Bring some life into your day. It's from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Okay. And this is what we do at the end of every day, man. Look, Jeff and Chris, y'all, both of y'all. Okay. And I am so surprised that I don't get it for this, but both of y'all get this.
What they get?
This.
Yes, Randy Watson.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
That's all three of y'all.
Take off the terrible.
It's
Not
okay,
me.
baby.
Take off the terrible. Oh, I forgot Maurice over there too. Yeah, thank you too, Maurice. Okay, Maurice, you keep putting the circle on, man. What's
He
up?
hiding over there. We hear him though.
We don't know. But look, we possibly will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. All right. Talk to UMG. I got it, Chris. That's a good idea. Just get everything. Go talk to everybody so we can just won't have this problem again. Right. So that might be my day tomorrow. Just making sure that we can not have that issue again, because I'm not going to sit up here and write all the time. We don't own the copyrights to this and that. We don't, but you know, hey, whatever. Y'all good?
Yeah.
Of course.
Good. All good.
Well, we're good. Okay, this is DopelivenTV Live. We in about 156. Okay, but we're gonna get more. We got a lot more. Okay, so on behalf of everybody on the team, we'll probably see you tomorrow. I say probably like we gonna die or something like that, but we ain't gonna die. Okay. But if anybody wants to do it tomorrow, y'all get that subject together. Let me know. We're gonna put it out there. I may not be on, but we're gonna do this. All right. DopelivenTV Live. I feel like I got beat up tonight, but we out.
You should come back with your gloves then.
We got some bandages after the show.
Yeah, get your first aid kit out and your boxing gloves.
I'm good. I got me some core hydration over here. I got me some cream.
Yeah, that's good, but you need a first aid kit, honey.
And I got me some Vaseline lotion. So
Lord.
That's what being single is all about. Okay, we'll talk to y'all.
Heal those cracked hands.
Yeah, cracked hands. Okay, y'all hang on. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.